From 1870 until 1892, the Victorian artist John Everett Millais painted a series of Scottish landscapes close to the places where he hunted and fished in Scotland. And I've always quite liked these paintings. This painting I've done here is a copy of a photograph, actually, which is in the book The Life and Letters of Sir John Everett Millais. Here he is sitting beside the banks of the River Tay at Millais. The exhibition at the Tate Gallery in 2007 on the Pre-Raphaelite artist John Everett Millais opened a lot of people's eyes to his later work, and over the last 30 years I've been quite interested in Sir John Everett Millais' later landscape paintings, which were painted in Tayside in Perthshire. I even made some copies based on Millais' drawings, some works that he painted. This one's a sort of pastiche of the Romans leaving Britain. In fact, he did paint a picture of this in the 1860s, but I've based this one on a drawing from the 1850s. I haven't actually finished this yet. Perhaps my eyes aren't good enough anymore to paint in a Pre-Raphaelite manner. Anyway, this was just my homage to that particular drawing. And as long ago as 1978 I went up to Perthshire to photograph some of the landscapes from which he painted as they are today. Some of the scenes are remarkably the same and have changed very, very little in the 130 years or so since Chill October was painted. So I have shown in this Flickr site a number of my working photographs from the landscapes and the places that I have visited. I'll give you a little bit of an insight into how an artist looks at a landscape and how an artist may adapt that landscape for their own purposes. You can see this particularly in the garden painting, the painting of the old garden at Millais Castle, how Sir John Millais moved the fountain to create a more harmonious composition, whereas others are remarkably uncomposed in a way and feature a wild moorland and peat bogs and marshy ground, all of which I tried to capture in some of my photographs, which I'm showing here on Flickr. This painting here was one of the ones that were begun in Tayside and related to some of my research on John Everett Millais' later work, and so I was experimenting, working with that sort of earthy palette influenced by the autumnal colours of Scotland. As I started the Yarnton paintings, obviously the palette lightened up a bit and it became a little bit freer in brush strokes and moved back towards the way that I have painted before.